Hi everyone, and welcome to the Stitch Sessions Christmas Crochet Tour 2025. This year's theme is all about the tablescape. Happy holiday crocheting, everybody. It's that time of year again. Now, if you've been following along my crochet series for 2025, you will have seen this fabulous Santa hat in probably the last video or the video before that. So if you are curious about how to crochet your very own cute, adorable Santa hat, then I'll leave a link to that crochet project in the description box down below, along with a link to the full playlist of all the hat projects that we've done this year. Now, let's get on to the business of talking about what I've got going on this year for all of my Christmas crochet. So as you can see, I've got some of the usual suspects here. I've got some of the ornaments I've done over the years, and throughout my home, I still use a lot of my favorite crochet Christmas projects that I've done. And I just love kind of entwining my love of crochet with the holiday season. So if you're new here, I will leave links to previous crochet tours in the description box down below. There's a lot to peruse. So if you're looking for inspiration, I hope that one or a few of these tutorials will be fun for you and of use to you. So this year, I wanted to kind of pare things down a little bit, and I wanted to focus mostly on the tablescape. Now, I'm getting ready to have a little pre-holiday lunch with a couple of friends, so I thought I would focus on kind of how I would set up my Christmas table for either an afternoon lunch or even a beautiful evening dinner. So I wanted to start off with this beautiful Christmas charger. Now, you've all have seen me do placemat projects before, and in fact, you've seen me use this color before. I'm just going to move this out of the way here so you can see. I just love this cranberry / raspberry color. I just think it's so beautiful. So you've seen me use it in my granny square placemat, and this year I've decided to create a charger. So it's just simply done in the round, and I've added this beautiful scalloped edging. Now, as I go through these items, either there will already be a link in the description box down below, or you will see one coming up very shortly. Usually these tours set up for future videos to come. So all this month, you will be seeing the video tutorials for all the projects that I mentioned here. So you will be seeing the Christmas charger, and I think this is lovely. This also makes for a beautiful housewarming gift for the holidays, a hostess gift. You can create a set of 4, maybe roll them up and give them with a bottle of wine perhaps. So a lot of beautiful things you can do with it, and I love in a way the simplicity of it because it just adds a little something and a little spice of color to a table setting. Now on the setting itself, I've decided to, again, keep things very simple. I've got the napkin just laid nicely across, and I've got this sweet little top hat ornament, which when you lift it up, has a little treat inside. I thought it would add a nice little bit of whimsy to the tablescape, and this sweet, adorable little hat is a project that you will see coming up, and it's also a sneak peek to one more installment in something else we have coming up. So there will be a tutorial coming up shortly for that in the ornament size as well as a full-on adult size, which you can see behind me right here. And I have to talk about it because I just am so excited about it. So you are getting the first sneak peek, believe it or not, at our final installment in our Hats Off Crochet series. I don't normally do this in a Christmas crochet tour, but here we are. This is the Christmas top hat. I saw an old vintage picture of Frosty the Snowman, and it gave me the inspiration to create a top hat. And so I've embellished it with some ribbon and a couple little sprigs, and I think it's just gorgeous. So you can wear this. This is an adult size. I will most like, well, first of all, I'm using it to kind of add a little decor to my sewing machine. That's my teeny tiny little sewing corner there. I would also use this as a centerpiece, believe it or not, on a really fun table or a tablescape, maybe not for a meal, but this is super sweet and adorable, and I just love it. And I love how both sizes came out. So I just use that there to adorn my little area, and I just think it adds a little beautiful something. So I know you guys are going to go crazy for this one because it's so quick to whip up, and then I just loved adding these little details here with the ribbon and the holly, and I just think it's so sweet. So one of my favorites, and really quick to whip up, and I love how you can kind of hide a little treat in there for your guests. Okay, now moving along to our centerpiece area here, you're going to see that I've got some trees. So I wanted to kind of go the rustic route, and so I created a lot of these trees. Now these are done with a simple base of working in the spiral round, and I used the linked single crochet stitch, which is a simple stitch, but it just adds a little something of a little bit more structure, and it has a beautiful little texture. So I made these in all different sizes. Again, there will be a tutorial coming out for this. And most of the time I used a bulky or a super bulky yarn, and that is the trick to getting that structure. Unlike this one, which was formed very similarly, this hat, you see how it flops? First of all, I crocheted it so it had quite the height, so it naturally would flop over, but also I used a lighter weight yarn, and that's what helps it to kind of sit a bit more relaxed. So if you want to create these really nice rustic looking trees, the super bulky yarn is the way to go, and you can whip these up in no time. And I love how when you crochet several different sizes, it just creates this lovely little kind of winter forest scape. And then I found this sweet, adorable, now I did not make him, adorable little reindeer. I found this at the dollar store, and I thought, wow, that is gonna look perfect in my little forest tablescape. So that's what I did with our friend Rudolph there. And I also used this as another little kind of topper to my place setting, and this one also has a treat inside. So, you know, I'm all about the treats. And now you can do all the same thing. I think that would look really nice too. Like if you wanted to do all top hats, I think that would look very sharp. I decided to just do a variety of different things just to make it a little bit more fun, and you know, people are curious like, oh, what do you have there? Or, oh, this is a neat little thing. So just to kind of create some interest, it's a great conversation starter. In this one, I finally have the tutorial for this because you guys have seen this little stocking in my window ledge decor. And this is actually a gift card holder. So I've got many tutorials on how to crochet stockings in a variety of different sizes, but I've never done a really small one for a gift card. So in this case, this person is getting a little gift card here inside their stocking. This is super quick to whip up. I love these types of things because you can actually place them as a gift topper, so a gift on top of a gift. Or if you're going somewhere where you're exchanging kind of really minimal things, this is also really sweet too. Like you can also put chocolates in here for a little one, some candy, or really small items, or again, a gift card. Super, super handy. So there is a tutorial coming out for that. And actually one more thing, I kept it super simple this year, another ornament. You know I always have to do an ornament every year. Now this one, I am absolutely over the moon about it because of the simplicity of it, but also once you add the ribbons, that's the pièce de résistance. Now there are so many crochet ornament tutorials out there. This is very simple. On the inside, it's actually a styrofoam ball, which is really great if you've got pets or kids. Nothing gets broken. And if they pull it down, no harm, no foul. But I used, again, super bulky yarn, but this yarn has a bit of tinsel that runs through it. So it's just that little something that elevates the ball a little bit. And what I did is I used half double crochet stitches, but I stitched in between the stitches. So I didn't go in through the top of the stitch, and I'll talk about that in the tutorial when you see it. A lot of these balls I've seen done using like the granny shell, which looks so gorgeous as well. So it's similar to that, but it's a different twist because the stitches are nestled together, which gives it this beautiful texture on the outside. And then you just cinch it in at the top and you add these beautiful ribbons. Now, sadly, I found these gorgeous ribbons at a dollar store and I cannot remember the location. And I only got one roll each thinking, I don't know, this is a bit muchy. I don't think I'm gonna use it all. And lo and behold, I absolutely adore how these two ribbons work together. So the thin one I used for the hanger, and then I used the thicker one to create the bow on the top. Now I have several more balls that I am going to be making and decorating, and do you think that I could find these exact ribbons again? And I've gone through at least 10 different locations of dollar stores all around town, and this ribbon is nowhere to be found. So I'm very sad about that, but I've even looked on Amazon, believe it or not. It's because it's a cream ribbon and it's got a little bit of gold down the center. It's very different, and I just can't seem to find it. So I'm gonna have to figure something else out. But anyhow, you can whip a whole slew of these up. These can make, again, also great housewarming gifts for someone that maybe is moving into their first apartment around this time of year, or gift toppers. You guys have seen me use Christmas ornaments as gift toppers as well. And I think it was last year. Yeah, last year I talked a lot about ornaments in my crochet tour. So I'll leave the link to that tour down below so that you guys can check out all of those crochet ornaments for yourselves, okay? And of course, along my windowsill, I've got my usual suspects. And oh, here are one of the ones from last year, the little sweater ornament. So there's all kinds of really cute ways that you can add crochet to your home decor without it being overwhelming. And I also made a bunch of these rustic trees to add just at the end there of the window ledge. I had a little bit of a gap and it works perfectly. And the other thing I love about those trees being there is that I've got obviously the garland is strewn with lights, but I've got the timer actually hidden under one of the trees. So it works out perfectly as decor, and it's functional as well to hide the unnecessary things we don't want to see. And of course, I'm not sure if you can see it in the shot here, but this is one of the first Christmas crafts that I did a few years back. It's a very basic, simple wreath. And this year I embellished it with a little sprig of something and a gold poinsettia, and I feel like it just brought it to life. So again, a simple, a different level of elegance this year. Still a few touches of crochet, but a little bit more minimal. And I'm really, really happy with how everything came out. I love my tablescape. I'm really looking forward to seeing my friends' reactions when they show up for lunch today. And I hope that you've enjoyed this shorter tour this year, but hopefully these are ideas that maybe you would like to add into your decor, and or if there's something in other previous crochet tours that will tickle your fancy. I hope that this is giving you some inspiration. And of course, I love hanging out with you guys. I know I haven't been on face-to-face much lately. I've been feverishly trying to get some projects and tutorials out for you guys because my mojo, my crojo has suddenly come back with a vengeance. So I just want to get crocheting and get those tutorials out for you guys. Now, stay tuned for this month. You got all these projects coming up. We've got our final installment in our Hats All Crochet Folks series. That is the first Wednesday of December. And then we've got a few more bonus videos. We've got our year in review where I talk about the different projects that we've done throughout the series this year. I will also divulge what hat project was my favorite. And then you'll also see a sneak peek video as to what the crochet series is going to be for 2026. So people always start around this time asking, well, you know, what do you got in store for the next series? Whoops. Sorry guys, my camera had just died when I finished talking about the crochet series. So that is why probably the frame might look a little different because I had to switch cameras. Anyway, I'm back. So we were talking about the sneak peek to the crochet series for 2026. So that is coming up. I've already got a few projects already on the go there. So stay tuned for that video. I usually post it much closer to the end of the year. So throughout this month and December, you're going to get a lot of holiday crochet content. And you'll get some bonus videos coming up along the way as we chit chat about what's going to happen next year. Now, every year, if you're new here, I always create a crochet theme. So some people like doing crochet blankets at the beginning of every year throughout and do installments throughout the year. And although I adore watching those tutorials, I don't like making the blankets because once I've done one or two, I just don't have the space for all these blankets. And so I have come up with the idea to do a crochet theme every year. So for example, last year our theme was Home Sweet Home. So we crocheted items, all items to do with the home, whether it's a decor or it's a functional item. And then the year before that, 2023, I think that was the year we did Pillow Talk, where we did a different pillow design every month. Like there's tons of fun that we have doing it. I think this series go back all the way to 2019. I think in 2019, that series was called The 12 Gifts of Crochet. So it kind of was an inspiration off of the Christmas before. So if you are new, I will leave links to all of those playlists down below. So in the description box of this video, you're gonna see all kinds of resources for you to reference, and hopefully this is giving you some fun crochet inspiration on what you can add to your Christmas decor, whether it's a gift for someone or it's a decor item. I hope you find it helpful and fun. I always love to see what other people are doing because it just kind of gives you a little bit of inspiration. And right now I've got a lot of my inspiration back. I know it's been a while since we've done any of these one-on-one chat videos, but it's just been, I lost my crojo for a while there, so I was just kind of working through, you know, discovering some new stitches and things like that. And then all of a sudden, I just started getting all this inspiration back. So I've been feverishly working on all these tutorials for you guys. So there's a lot of fun projects coming up for you. So if you have any questions, by the way, on any of the things I talked about in today's video or anything crochet related at all, make sure to leave it for me in the comment box down below. Or if you've got an idea of what people could make, leave it for us in the comment box down below. I know everybody would really, really appreciate it. And please do tag me in your work. I can't wait to see I always love to see the color choices and the different ways that you guys decide to embellish and decorate the crochet projects you make. So make sure to come say hi to me. I'm on Facebook and Instagram at The Stitch Sessions. Now, I know sometimes you guys like to email me directly if you have a specific question on a project that you're working on. So you can definitely do that. Just email me at info@crochetcrafty.com. And at the website, crochetcrafty.com, that's the website affiliated with the Stitch Sessions YouTube channel. There's all kinds of great resource tools there for you. I've got sizing charts if you're working on garments or hats, mittens, things like that. There's a planning checklist, which will really come in handy around this time of year. And there's a bunch of free written patterns, as well as a link to my Etsy shop. So make sure to check out crochetcrafty.com, okay? And that is it for this year's tour. So I hope that this has given you guys a little bit of inspiration. And I look forward to hearing from you guys, telling me some of the project that you've decided to create this year for your holiday season. So I hope you have an amazing day. Happy holiday crocheting. Remember, take really good care of yourselves. Try your best not to stress. This is why I try to get this video out as early as I can in the season. You do still have tons of time to do any of these projects to be ready in time for the holidays. And by the way, if you are new, if you've stumbled upon us for the first time, I invite you to click that subscribe button. Come hang out with me. I upload a brand new video every Wednesday morning. And like I said, this season, I've got a whole slew of crochet projects coming up in store for you. All right, I'm gonna stop talking now. I get too excited sometimes. It's been really great chatting with you guys and showing you my Christmas crochet inspiration this year. And I look forward to seeing you in the next session. Bye-bye.